Hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Morning Dooger. I hope the sound levels are okay and I didn't just break your earballs. If I did, I'm very sorry. But I am delighted to have you all here. Welcome, welcome, welkety welcome. Welcome, y'all. Oh, yeah, Danny's in here. We got Vernon in here. I know I saw him. If he was only here for the pre-show, that would be very weird. Vernon just showed up to be like, what up, y'all? And then just peace the fuck out. It's good. Excellent. From The Office, huh? Fancy. Well, I figure, okay, so we're going to see my brother's show tonight. So I was like, when am I going to record news? When's that going to happen? So I figured that once I'm done with the streaming thing, then I can do the film and the news thing, and then we'll all be gravy. Also, oh my gosh, I'm wearing a sweater from when I was in high school. I'm so excited about it. It says, Dance and Drill 2004 OSAA State Championships. Aw, yeah. It's my first stream. Hello, Holy Vale. Welcome. I'm gonna make sure my alert system is like borked, like super borked. So I'm going to make sure that my subscriber pop-ups through MooBot are working. Please. Subscriber notifications, pop-up desktop notifications. Yes, test. Pop-ups disabled. Allow. Thank God I tested it. Thank God there's a test button. There we go. MooBot subscribed to me just now, apparently. Okay, we're good now. Because, yeah, my alert system is just, like, barfing all over the place. It kept, like, glitching. I don't know. I would try to test it, and it would, like, glitch a little bit. I was like, let's not do that, then. Oregon Pride. Hell yeah. OSAA. What's per about MooBot now? Oh, God. It's because I have to feed her, and I haven't fed her yet. MooBot, why do you do this to me? I'll do it next time. Next time we'll do it. I didn't see it. Yeah, you won't see it. I'll see it so that I can acknowledge it. But the actual alerts that would normally pop up on the screen are not happening. You look great without makeup. Thank you. Thanks. That's very sweet. Didn't Oregon do really well in the NCAA this year? I have no idea. Did you finish your taxes? I did. What a glorious day. I'm so happy to have that done. To have it all just finished. What a wonderful thing. What a wonderful world we live in. Oh my God. I like walked away being like, yes, that's done. I like have so much less money and it's totally okay. When are we going to see the blue hair again? I don't know what color I'm going next. I'll be honest. I'm not sure. Why haven't you broken out your sweet PS4 controller? This guy? Because I don't have a PS4 here. So he just winds up like being this beautiful monster on my shelf. Yep. Purple, orange. Done orange before, guys. I've done the orange. I've done red. I've done many colors. Oh man, guys, so I finally started, well, aside from Final Fantasy Brotherhood and Ace Attorney, I finally watched a couple more of the new season's anime. I watched Lost Village and I watched Bakuon. And oh my goodness, everybody was disagreeing with me last night. I don't even care. Bakuon, I loved the first episode of it. I absolutely loved it so much. I was like, oh my God, I think it's really, I thought it was like such a good combination of like the moe genre, but not being like cutesy for no reason. I thought it was so cute. And then I went on Twitter and I was like, I loved it. And everybody was like, I think it's kind of garbage. I was like, you're wrong though. It's so cute. I love it. Bakuon is so good. Thank you. Oh, thank you. So Bakuon is about girls who love motorcycles. So, like, starts off with this girl who rides a bike to school every day, and she sees another girl ride by her on a motorcycle, and she becomes, like, obsessed with, like, the sound of motorcycles, and, like, decides to get her license and all this stuff. And I think all of the characters are really cute. I don't know. I like it a lot. But yeah, so there's that, and then Lost Village I think is going to be interesting. It's listed as horror, which I didn't realize until I had already watched the first 2 episodes, and I was sitting there going, I think this is going to get really creepy. And then I looked at the genres and it said horror, and I was like, yes, it's definitely going to get super creepy. Lost Village is giving me Higurashi meets Lord of the Flies feeling. There's something very interesting about that show so far. It has like a big ensemble cast, and you can tell from the intro that there are specific characters that they really want you to like focus on a little bit. But yeah, it's like a really big cast, and I'm just waiting for people to start getting murdered. Like, that's all I want, is to just like have people slowly get murdered. I think that would be great. But still haven't watched, what is it called? Joker Game? I think it's called Joker Game. I haven't watched that yet. And I haven't watched let's go on Crunchyroll. It's in my queue on Crunchyroll, that's why. Oh, I have to log in. I don't want to do that. It's too much work. Big cast means more people to die, right? That's what I'm thinking. So I'm trying to guess. I'm trying to guess like who is gonna die first. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to like spoil anything else about the show, but I thought the first 2 episodes were interesting. So I'm excited to keep watching it, and I hope that it gets really fucked up. That's all I want out of it. Like, you can't just list a thing as horror if it's not gonna get horrifying. Joker Game is so good. Joker Game wasn't my cup of tea. Interesting. Dead Man Wonderland. Dead Man Wonderland is old, though. That's not this season. We're talking about this season. This season. JoJo's? I haven't watched JoJo's yet. I haven't watched Boku no Hero yet, either. Boku no Hero is the one that I'm really excited to watch, but Sam and I want to watch it together, and he's dragging his feet. He's dragging his feet. He's too busy painting weird shit in Rust. And I'm like, let's watch anime. And he's like, hold on. I'm doing a portrait of Timac. And I'm like, okay. Those games get so weird sometimes, guys. Is this being streamed on a fancy new PC? It is. It's down here. I like gestured to it, but realized you guys couldn't see it, which really just like loses the point of it. I have watched Ace Attorney. I think it's garbage. I really don't like it. I think that it's pretty bad. But apparently I am in the minority. Apparently a lot of people really like the first episode of Ace Attorney, so whatever, that's cool. I just think that it's garbage. I just think it's really bad. Here's my problem with it, right? My problem with the first episode of Ace Attorney is that they tried to make an episode of the tutorial of the game, and it's like, okay, I think the art in the show is like, but also they like took things about how you play the game and tried to translate them into an anime, and it just didn't work. Like, the moments when it tries to teach you how to play the game, not necessary. Totally not necessary. When it's like, Right now, you should be looking at a contradiction between what he said and the evidence that you have on hand. And I'm like, that's necessary when you are playing the game and you are actually brand new to this whole process. Fucking Phoenix Wright has been doing this shit for a while now. Like, if he needs his lady friends over there being like, here's how you lawyer, it's not gonna work for an anime. It's gonna be garb. So I'm with you on this. I thought it was a cheap knockoff of the games. Thank you, Demon. Yeah. I can't listen to the stream today since I'm at work, but I give my energy to any sub-hype that may come this Saturday morning, Dooger. Thank you, Fluffykins. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. My brother's music is dope. I think I told this story. I was at a bar on St. Patrick's Day, and one of his songs started playing at the bar, and I was like, what? And I immediately grabbed my phone and was like, Jared, your song is playing at the Edison. And he was like, what? It was awesome. We have a new sub. The Morning Frost, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a brand new burrito. Thank you so much for supporting the stream, the community, and myself. I hope you're having a fantastic day, a fantastic beginning to your weekend. And, yeah, use the emotes for evil. Always for evil. I need Edgeworth. That is honestly, Chibi, I agree. I really want to see what Edgeworth is like in this anime. And then if that lets me down, then I'm out. You missed my 6-month sub. I'm sorry. Edgeworth will make it or break it. That's how I felt about the games, too. And that's why when the Edgeworth game came out, I was so excited, but then the way that the Edgeworth game worked was, like, a little weird, right? Like, they changed some stuff up about how you, like, looked around the crime scene and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, okay, that's fine, I guess. What's the name of your brother's band? Well, he plays with a band called The Good People, but his album is self-titled, so it's Jared Lawson, the album. But yeah, he plays what apparently qualifies as neo soul. It's like funky soul music, but like for the new generation. I don't know. All I know is that he's super fucking talented, and I'm very proud of him. Did you color your hair? Does it look like I did? Does it look like I colored my hair? No, I did not. I'm interested in moving to LA. Can you help me by saying what parts of LA are full of hipsters? I don't know how else to find out. That's really funny. Silver Lake and areas of Glendale are basically just hipsters. Altyron and some ploops just subscribed. Thank you both so much. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for the support, for becoming new burritos and joining us here on this lovely Saturday morning / evening / Sunday morning, depending on where you are in the world. Use the emotes for evil. Have a lovely day. The soul sounds awesome. Yeah, it's like pretty great. To all of you who think you are committed to watching every single one of Dodger's morning streams, I am in Australia where it is 1:16 a.m. in the morning. C-bomb, you win. All of it is hipsters. There are just tons of hipsters in LA in general. If you want, like, dirty hipsters, I don't know how else to put it. Like, people who definitely still count as hipsters, but also just never bathe. Then that would be Venice. Silver Lake is like the really clean artsy hipsters. But that's also where like a lot of the really good shows happen. So if you're interested in seeing like good improv or like smaller theater shows, you'll have to go into those areas because that's where they happen. But yeah, that's where you're going to find the coffee shops where you're like, hi, can I have a vanilla latte? And they go, we can sweeten it with agave. but we do not put syrup in our coffee as we believe that it really compromises the flavor profile of our beans, which we painstakingly make sure to source. You're just like, okay, fuck, all right. I just wanted to know, am I going to have a vanilla latte? I didn't know it was going to be a big old production. That's cool. It's so true, right? Yes, it's absolutely true. This is what happens. So okay, the way that I've learned to tell is if you walk in and they have a chalkboard with like 5 different coffee drinks on it and nothing else, they probably don't have anything extra to put in them. If it's like drip coffee, Americano, cafe latte, like just like a couple of things, you probably cannot get any sort of like a flavoring in it. So generally, if it's chalkboard plus short menu, I'm just like, I'll have an Americano, thank you. And Lazara just subscribed. Thank you so much for the subscription and becoming a new burrito. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope you enjoy the stream. Use the emotes for evil, not good. Can I have that whole scene as my ringtone? I mean, if you want. I am on my new computer. What? Is there something wrong happening here that's making you concerned? The only thing that should go in coffee is liquor. Sure. God Almighty said, when's the last time you took a blank up your blank? And I just really want to like fill in the blanks there. I mean, I think we can all sort of imagine what the blanks were originally. When's the last time you took a drive up your driveway? Long time ago. A long time ago, God Almighty. A very long time ago. Everything's good stream-wise. We see all your wrinkles. Good. Good. Guys, do I have wrinkles? Guys, do I have wrinkles? I feel really embarrassed about them. There was like a big old, God, that was like a big old thing that happened on my Instagram and it made me laugh so hard. There was somebody who, I think like kind of innocently said, oh, Dodger, I don't know if you realize, but like, you have some wrinkles showing up. And it was said in a way where I feel like it was the sort of person, and if you're out there, sorry, but I feel like it was the sort of person where like if you just calmly said like that was a rude thing to say, like maybe don't say that in the future, they would be like, oh, sorry, my bad, you know. But of course everybody like jumped down their throat and was like, why would you say that? That's so fucked up. And it made me laugh because I have no insecurities about wrinkles showing up on my face. Like, I feel like if I have a shit ton of wrinkles up here, it means that I was like expressing myself a lot and I'm into that. I feel like if I have wrinkles in here, that means that I like smiled and laughed a lot and I'm into that. You know, I have no insecurities about having wrinkles. So it didn't bother me at all. But my God, the clusterfuck that happened in my Instagram was out of control. I was just like, you don't have wrinkles though? See, I think that's why everyone was like, what? Because they're not like standing out yet, you know? I mean, we can make them stand out. I feel like these aren't my natural wrinkle lines for some reason. I don't know, guys. There we go. There they are. Ah, yes. Yes. I love them. Okay, I'm done. Did he mean that you have pores or eyelids? There's a new PC. It's delicious. I love it. Everybody's horrified that I haven't put Overwatch on it yet. I'm like, I mean, this is supposed to be the computer that, like, I stream on and edit on, right? So, like, if I were to stream Overwatch, then sure. And they're like, no. You finally have a computer that can show you what Overwatch is supposed to look like. Just, like, come on, man. Just put it on there. But I'm so worried. And when I set up this computer, I decided, very firmly with myself, I decided that I was going to only put things on here that I needed, right? Like, because streaming and editing and recording and, like, having all of these programs happening at the same time is so taxing on the computer. I was like, I need to make this computer last as long as possible, right? Like, my last computer lasted me a decent amount of time for the sort of work that I do. So I was like, I need to only put things on here that need to be there. That's how I feel. But now everyone's like, no, you need all the games on it. What are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Don't quit. I love you. I'm not. What? What? Overwatch shouldn't look that much better. You would be surprised. The difference between how it looked on my computer versus Sam's computer was like, ooh. Ooh. Tell Jesse I love him. You can tell Jesse you love him. God damn it, guys. You never wear your glasses anymore. Right here. There they are. Boop. How's wedding planning going? Oh gosh. It's not going. I've been, like, looking for a wedding planner and all kinds of stuff since, like, we're planning on having the wedding in England. We kind of need, like, somebody to be our eyes and ears in England. So that's been a whole big thing. Where's your mom wig? I believe you mean the Trump Cat wig, and it is on Trump Cat, so. Your brother's really good, my kind of music. I know, he's great, right? Yeah, he's fantastic. Have you tried Honeycam yet? I have not. I've not touched it. I haven't touched it yet. Aren't you excited about maxing out your games, though? Playing the most demanding games because you can? New PC hype. See, that's, no, I don't want to, like, I do, but I don't, you know? Gosh. No, actually, so after Thursday when we played Enter the Gungeon, any of you who watched the Sam and Duke stream where we played that saw me get just, like, really frustrated with that game. I was like, man, I'm just, like, so bad at it. Like, it's just not, it's, like, not feeling that fun for me to play because I'm not very good. And, like, we're doing it in a cooperative setting, and I'm the sort of person where I'm like, if I'm dragging the team down, then I'm not having fun, right? So I was just like, oh, God, I'm dying constantly. This is, like, not great. And literally that whole night and all of last night after I got home was spent playing Enter the Gungeon. I've been playing it constantly. And guess what? I'm not that much better. I haven't gotten that much better, but I think I enjoy it more. I'm enjoying it, like, the more that I play it, the more that it's kind of clicking for me. Like, I can do the first boss by myself pretty easily now. The second boss I very rarely get to. I normally die in the second stage pretty fast, but I'm still like, I'm doing better, you know? It's really hard. It is really hard. It's a really hard game. So. I keep dying on the third level boss. I think I got to the third level boss once. And yeah, I died when they were at 1 HP. And I was like, are you kidding me? I had like such a good build of items, you know? I had one item that gave me double the amount of ammo in all of my guns. And I was like, whoa, this item's awesome. And then I had the banana gun, which just like it does so much damage. I had the banana gun, and then I had this item that's basically like a devil head that just shoots a laser. So pretty much every boss, I would try and save those guns for the boss, and then I would just murder them. Just murder them with my crazy weapons. And yeah, the third boss, I ran out of banana bullets, and I was like, uh-oh! And I went to like switch to the devil gun, and I accidentally dodged right into a bullet and died. And I was like, no! She was almost dead! It was like this weird Medusa serpent. I was like, no! The bosses throw so much stuff at you, it's really hard to dodge. It is. It is really hard to dodge, I agree. Are you guys gonna continue Grindea? Yeah, apparently they added stuff on. So that's exciting. Are you waiting to have kids? God, you sound like our entire families. Yes? The third boss gets really hard. I managed to beat the fourth boss once, but then died in the fifth stage. Oh, man. Is Gungeon seriously only local co-op? It is. And I think it's... I don't know. They made some really weird choices with that game, I think. If anybody from the team that made Enter the Gungeon is in here, I'm sorry, but this is how I feel. I thought it was very weird that the controls changed, like the third time you played, that they just changed the controls on you. I thought that was very strange. I think that it's weird that you only have one, that when you do co-op, it's a character who's literally just there to support, you know? And I get it. Like, the more that I thought about it, I got it, because in terms of the story, right? Like, all of these people are people who, like your journey through the Gungeon is supposed to be very personal to, like, that one major character, right? So, with co-op, it sort of skews it a little bit, where it's like, well, it still has to be about that one character who's trying to, like, change their past. But here, yeah, you can have co-op, and then the other person will be able to bring you back to life and, like, you know, be in more of a support role. But you can't choose who they are. It's just this one class of character. And I feel like it would have been better if they just decided not to have co-op in it at all. Because I think there's just disappointments there where you're like, man, so like the other person can only be that character, like that kind of sucks. When there are so many other really cool characters that you could be, you know, like obviously the storyline of the game doesn't lend itself to co-op, so just don't have co-op in it. I don't know. It seems like it was thrown in there to be able to say the game has local co-op for 2 players, but one person winds up like not really feeling like they're part of the game, you know? And yeah, the other thing was like, it was the sort of co-op where you're both pulling at the screen. So if I'm running this way and Sam's over here, then like you're like messing each other up, right? And that sort of sucked. Just don't play co-op then. I mean, we're not anymore. I'm just saying, like, Sam and I played co-op on stream for a few hours, so I'm responding to that. How is it personal? Well, the whole idea of the game is that all of these different people are trying to change their past. So, depending on what character you play, the past haunts you, right? So you're trying to get to... I think the story is that there's, like, this special bullet or this special gun that can destroy the past so you can start over. So it's all of these different people with different stories that are trying to change their past through this, like, dungeon crawler. And so when you add in the co-op for, like, that story, it doesn't really work. Because it's supposed to be, like, you as this character who's trying to change the past are going on a journey. And if it was two people who both wanted to change the past who were going on a journey, then when you got to the gun, you would have to, like, fight to the death, I guess, which might be hilarious. I don't know. You, like, manage to get to the end, and then it's like, alright, well, only one of you can have the gun, so... That would be epic. I know. Yeah, I figured it out. I figured it all even out. I figured it all even out. Because English is the first. Mm-hmm. Are you going to TwitchCon? Are you going to hang out with Hideo Kojima? Is Hideo Kojima going to TwitchCon? Because sure. I'll hang out with that guy. I'll hang out with that guy. That would have been a better outcome, IMO. Really? Aw. Which character do you like the most? I think Marine is easiest to play, but I think that's intentional. He's the most straightforward. I think that he shoots the best. Like, his bullets are really fast on his normal gun. So if you're moving around, your bullets don't, like, waver very much. Like, if you're shooting in a certain direction, the bullet is going to go that direction, you know? And you can't say that for all of the characters. Although, his extra item that he starts with, I think is confusing. It's a supply drop item. It's not super clear to me when to use it. I also like that he starts off with armor. So when you have armor, the first time that you get hit, you lose your armor, but it also does, like, a big blowback, and you don't lose any health. So it can actually, like, kill a thing if you're really close to something. But, yeah, I think that he's the most, like, new player friendly, for sure. I really like the pilot, though. I think the pilot's my favorite, although I have yet to open up a chest with his lockpick and have it work, which really drives me crazy. Hunter's pretty great. Yeah, I like her. Hunter starts with 2 weapons, which is nice. I like the pilot, but his lockpicks are crappy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everything in the shop is cheaper with the pilot? Is that true? Interesting. The supply drop gives ammo. What's confusing? What I just said, that it's not super clear when to use it. Like, when you can use it. Is Twitch barfing again? It shows 0 viewers. For me, it doesn't show 0 viewers. For me, it shows 3,500 of you. Thank you all. I was told to clean my Keurig with vinegar. It turns out vinegar tastes like butt. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Well, there you go. There you go. I'm trying to figure out what to play today. I really don't know what to play. I'll have to think about it. Because I'm not sure. We could continue our play of we could continue our no death play of Dankest Dungeon. I was trying to, like, think of it, of this game. We could continue our no death play of this game. Overwatch. You guys want to play some Overwatch? We could do that. I'll have to download it really fast. Hold on. I'll have to download a couple of things. Because I don't have the BattleNet client either. So I'll have to download that super fast. Boop. And you got me thinking about the color of your eyes. If you guys don't watch Tessa, Mika Kitty, you should. She has the cutest fucking indie songs in the whole world, and I love them so much. She does like little videos of like acoustic original songs, and oh my god, they're adorable. I love them. Hyper Light Drifter. We're not gonna play Hyper Light Drifter because I've almost beaten that game off stream, so that would be weird to be like, welcome to the end of this game. Oh, thanks guys. I've had that song stuck in my head. I think it's called the Bird Song. Wait a minute, let me find it for you guys. Here it is. I found it. Wait, what the shit? No. Wait, what the fuck? Here it is. It's so cute. It's such a cute song. I love it. I love it. Oh, shoot. Son of a bitch. Sam's sister just texted me, "Hi, motherfuckers." Oh my god. Have you gotten bored of Battleborn? No, not at all. But guess what? Like, nobody plays that game. So, it makes it impossible. It makes it so impossible to play it because you sit there forever. And maybe more people are playing it now. That would be great. But the last few times that I've logged on, I've sat there for like 40 minutes waiting for somebody to play it with me. And it just hasn't happened. Nope. Don't download World of Warcraft. Don't do that. What? No. I don't want anything new. Don't do it. I don't want it. Install. Okay. Overwatch is installing. It's open beta now. Really? Oh, the open beta starts April 14th. Oh, that's not right now. Guys, come on. Battleborn isn't good. Boo! It's great. Battleborn is fantastic. I really love it. I think that the different game modes that they have are really fun. I love the characters, and I also think the single player campaign is actually really fun to do as well. So I like it a lot, and it bums me out that nobody plays it. That like I can't play it with anybody. Open beta on PS4 started. Ah, well that's not for me. Your opinions are not as good as my opinions, so Battleborn is not good. How can I argue with that? AlphaPug445, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new burrito. Thank you for supporting the stream. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you love your new emotes. Cheers. Cheers, y'all. That song is awesome. Isn't it cute? I love it. It's so adorable. Love it, love it. Are you going to play games outside of your normal comfort zone? Like what? I mean, shooters are outside of my normal comfort zone. And I'm about to play Overwatch. Bullet hells are outside of my normal comfort zone, and I just played Enter the Gungeon on Thursday. I'm down to play whatever. So played Counter-Strike. I've played Counter-Strike before. I'm really bad at it. I just arrived. What's everyone getting hyped about? Nothing, I don't think. Can you try Dragon Age? I've played it before. I don't really have any inclination to play Dragon Age, to be honest. Everyone's bad at Counter-Strike. I'd like to believe that. I want to believe that that's true. That it's not just me. That everybody's bad at it, right? Question mark. I have no reaction to Krender's unboxing because I'm not going to bother watching it. What are your plans for the next couple of Let's Plays? We just recorded a bunch of Hustle Cat, so that's going to be going up. Other than that, bringing Dandelion back. I don't know. Apparently, Reject Demon Toko, like the actual first episode of that game came out. Hold on, I'm gonna check on that. I'm gonna check it. No, there's still only episode 0 on Steam. Is it on like itch.io or something? And you've got me thinking about the color of your eyes. Set for May. It's coming out in May. Why are people telling me that the first episode of that is out when it's not? Have you tried Heroes of the Storm? I've actually never touched Heroes of the Storm. I've played League of Legends. I played Dawngate when that was out. I've tried Dota. But let's be real. Let's be real, guys. I'm fucking bad at MOBAs. I'm like seriously terrible at them. And everybody was like, "Oh, well then Heroes of the Storm is perfect for you because it's like a tricycle. It's like a MOBA tricycle." But it got to the point where everyone I knew had played it so much that it felt like there was no point in me playing it since it's like a level up system. So I was like, meh. You should play the violin. I tried to play the violin when I was younger. My grandma gave me a violin and tried to teach me music, and I have like a complicated relationship where like I've told this story before, but like my dad is a musician. He's very talented. My brother is obviously incredibly gifted as a musician. So when I was growing up, I felt like if I wasn't extremely gifted at music, there was no point in me pursuing it, really. There was a point where I was like, maybe I should go for the drums because I know I have really good rhythm. Because I was like a dancer and all this other stuff. I was like, oh, well, maybe I could play the drums. But I, like, trying to teach myself the drums was difficult. I was like, I don't know. This is, like, really hard. And I couldn't tell if the really old drum set that we had was even, like, tuned. Is tuned the right word? If, like, all of the drums were, like, tightened correctly or anything like that. Like, I couldn't tell, you know? So like trying to teach myself drums was weird. And I knew that I didn't have a voice that was as good as my brother's, so it was just kind of like, well, I'm not good at singing because I don't sound like Jared. I'm not like naturally gifted with understanding how to play music, and Jared was. Like, this is, I think anybody who grows up with a sibling who's just like naturally amazing at something, you wind up feeling like, well, what's the point? You know, like, what is even the point? Like, there are pictures of Jared like trying to play piano when he was like a toddler, right? So it's like Jared has always been just amazing at music. So for me, it was like, well, music's not going to be my thing then, because there's no point in me pursuing it when somebody else in the family is so good at it. When like my sibling is so good at it, you know? And that's sort of the feeling that you have sometimes when you have a close sibling, where it's like, well, I don't want to compete with you. And that's how it's going to feel if I'm like also pursuing this. So I'm going to find something that I'm really good at. So I did like dance and I drew a lot and stuff like that. But I never, ever, ever at any point in my life was like, oh yeah, like I'm okay at music. Like to me, I was like, I'm garbage. I'm like absolutely garbage at music because I wasn't Jared, you know? I have four older siblings. I know that feeling hardcore. Yeah. One of my cousins, even with cousins, man, one of my cousins who was like pretty close to my age was the sort of person where she never took any art classes, but the first time she tried to draw Leonardo DiCaprio and it looked fucking amazing, right? And everybody was like, man, Elizabeth, just so talented. Anytime she did any kind of an art project, it was like, what the fuck is this? Like, how did you, like, what? Anything that she created art-wise was amazing, you know? And so I would constantly find myself comparing myself to her. I'd like draw something and be like, man, if Liz had done this, it would look amazing. You know, that sort of a thing. I think you just like, when you're a kid and you're kind of impatient to find that thing that you're really good at, you compare yourself to people who are really close with you. And, you know, you can say to kids as much as you want, like, you be your own person. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. There's always somebody who's better, you know? So just, like, live your life and do what makes you happy and blah, blah, blah. But when you're a kid, like you just want to be good at stuff. You know? You just want to, like, belong somewhere and feel accomplished somewhere. And so you wind up comparing yourself to people that you're, like, friends that you're really close with or family members, being like, man, I'm not as good as them, so I need to find something else. Like, I need to find something else that I'm good at. It's weird. It's a weird, like, logic thing. You're gonna be the very best. Exactly. You grow up being like, I gotta be the best. Pokemon fucked all of us up. Pokemon fucked all of us up. Pokemon was like, you have to be the very best like no one ever was. And we were like, you're right, Pokemon. You're right. I do have to be the very best like no one ever was. I tried to do something really epic and I dribbled a little. Not like me personally, I didn't dribble, but the cup dribbled a little. You know what? Ah, it's gone. We saw it happen. No! No! It was so aggressive. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Would you like to live somewhere other than LA if you could? Oh my god. Sam and I daydream about not being in LA all the time. Daydream about me moving. Oh, for sure. Because like the live streaming and the YouTubing, you can do that anywhere, right? So it's like really easy to daydream about being like, I'll just like get out of here. I'll just like go somewhere else, you know? Especially when I think all broadcasters, YouTubers, I think all of us go through stages where we get kind of burned out. We're like, man, I just need like a change. I think everybody has that. Everybody has moments where they're like, I need something to be different. Maybe that's not true. I guess there are plenty of people where they find the most inner peace in like having a system, right? And being like, no, this is my home and this is my normal day. And like, as long as I know how my day is going to progress, and then I get to just like, you know, relax in the evening or like daydream all day about going home and doing this thing, then I'm content. For me, I don't know if you can tell, I'm the sort of person where I like to have something change. I like to change something all the time. Whether it's my hair or like what's on my shelves or just like scooching furniture around. Like I just like change. The Hobbit people. Yeah. You need to change. Start making Minecraft videos. Boo, no thank you. You should do a playthrough with Octopimp. Funny you say that. Might have recorded some Hustle Cat with Octopimp. Change is scary. Yeah, I remember in high school, I cut my hair, which, like, doesn't, obviously, like, doesn't seem like a big deal at all. But when you're on dance team, I guess, when you're on a team where everybody's supposed to look the same, cutting my hair was, like, a big deal, because my coach was like, oh my god, how are we gonna make everybody's hair look the same? Because you're supposed to all look identical. So it was like a big deal. And I remember so many people were like, I want to cut my hair so bad, but I don't have the strength. Like, I'm so scared to do it. I was like, if you want to cut your hair, just do it, man. Like, of all the things that you can do, hair grows back, right? I don't know. Like, I think growing it out is more excruciating to me than cutting it. Like, I think anybody who's had short hair for a while, when you decide, I'm going to grow it out. Let's grow it out. Let's just do it. When you start growing it out, it's like, oh my god, you hit so many points where you're like, I'm just going to cut it. This is the worst. I hate it so much. Because it takes so long to grow it out, you know? I've messed up so many self-haircuts. Me too! I'm really tiny as well. How do you do normal things when people make fun of you? You gotta just own it, man. Overwatch is now playable. Dope. You gotta just own it. You know? When I need something out of the top cupboard, I climb on the countertop. And if somebody catches me, they're gonna laugh. And I'm gonna be like, you just wish. You just wish that you had a reason to climb on the countertop. I get to be a monkey my whole life. You gotta just like, when you do things in a certain way that's very specific to being a tiny person, you know, I'll just be like, look, man, this is my life. You're just jello. You're just jello. I have a step stool. So do I. I have like a 4-step step stool and then a 1-step. Most of the time the 1-step suits me and I can get things that I need. But sometimes you gotta break out the big boys. You could race cars? What? Isn't that what Sam is for? Here's the thing. When you rely on somebody else to get things for you, you're going to wind up waiting around a lot. If you're like, man, I really need this thing for this quick, you know, situation. I'm making tea. Oh, man, the sugar's on the top shelf. Really need the sugar. I can either use my step stool and get it right now, or I can be like, honey, can you grab the sugar for me? Yeah, hold on, I'm almost done with this match. Okay. I'm just gonna get it myself. You know, like that's what happens. Just put everything on lower shelves. Yeah, what I wound up doing is I like rearranged the whole kitchen where like kitchen items that I very rarely use are on the top shelf, and then everything else is lower. So sugar is on a top shelf because I have like a tiny jar that I normally keep full of sugar. But then when I need to refill it, I'm like, I need the sugar, right? So it's very rare that I need to get the sugar, but when I do, just grab the step stool.